friends, welcome back to my channel. My name is Sasha. You're in my car. I don't know if you could tell. I very last minute decided to do a little vlog today. We are going to a used bookstore to see if I can trade in some of my old books that I've literally collected since I was a librarian in 2018, 2019, 2020, and I've had them since the pandemic. I have boxes of books at home, and I just selected some of the ones off of the top of that box, put them in a manageable box I could carry to try and see if we can donate them, trade them in, see what the deal is. I haven't done this in a long time. The whole store has been revamped. The way it used to work is you could trade in your books to get store credit for a certain percent, or you could get a cash value for a certain percent, and it was like 50% was the store credit and like 35% was the cash you could walk out with. So I don't know if they're still doing either of those. We are going to go find out. Let me show you a few of the books that I'm going to be bringing. I'm just going to show you an overview of the box. I'm feeling really anxious and insecure because I was out with a friend earlier. It's really hot today. I'm really tired. And I did not get to park super close to the store. So trying to carry this box and open the door, and it's just like, I'm really tired. I maybe should have done this another day. But I've had these books so long and I had the urge to do it today. So we're doing it today. Wish me luck that I can get in there. Let me show you what the box looks like. Now, for some of you, it's just like an Amazon box, nothing crazy, right? But for me, with pots, this is gonna be a good old challenge. So let's see how well I do. I do have some like interesting things in here. We have YA, I have a bunch of different classics, just all sorts of stuff. So many books, it goes so far down, and all sorts of things that I think they'll potentially want. Let's go see how it goes. Okay, friends, that shop is so different from the last time I was there. The last time I was there, it was kind of just like this little closet feeling type space, and they've bought either the store on the other side and just totally expanded it. It's like immaculate. It's so nice going in there. I definitely have, obviously, like I said, more books to bring. I couldn't tell what they said my credit was. They didn't accept everything, but he either said I got $21 in store credit or $41 in store credit, or I had store credit left over because I ended up purchasing 2 books, and then she said, you still have $25 of credit for next time. And I was like, okay, so maybe they gave me $21 of credit today, and I still had credit from years and years and years ago, and that's how that happened. So, anyway, what I was mainly looking for today, I'm doing a little NetGalley reading challenge. When I was a librarian some years ago now, I had a NetGalley account. I was active in requesting ARCs, and there have been quite a few I have not read or reviewed. So my new goal and challenge this year is to try and do as many as I can. I've been checking books out from my library in order to complete this challenge, because every time you get a book from the library, you are helping their end of the year data and saying, yes, I use the library system. That's really important to keep them going, to keep them funded. So if you want some books, if you want to save some money and you have a library card, highly recommend checking out books from your library. There are ways you can request books if they don't have them. There are ways you can do ebooks, audiobooks, all sorts of things. So if you want me to do a full library video, I can also do that. But I wanted to show you the 2 things I got today. So these are both books I do have NetGalley ARCs for, and I was able to find physical copies. When I go inside, I'm gonna put these books in a Ziploc bag and put them in my freezer, because pro tip, if you ever get used books, because they have been mingling with other books and you don't know whose homes they've come from, I think they're called book mites. They can have little bugs in them, and it can spread to your entire collection, all of the books in your house. So just put them in a freezer for a few days, maybe a week, and it'll kill whatever might be in there. Anyway, the first book that I was able to find was Cruella, Hello, Cruel Heart, Maureen Johnson. She was such a popular author, and she's like, whenever I think of Maureen Johnson, I think of Hank and John Green, because they were YouTubers sort of all at the same time, if I'm thinking of the right person, because she was a YouTuber and then became an author, sort of similar to Hank and John anyway. So the synopsis for this one is, before she becomes Cruella de Vil, in swinging London, summer 1967, 16-year-old Estella, gifted with talent, ingenuity, and ambition, dreams of becoming a renowned fashion designer. But life seems intent on making her dreams never come true. Having arrived in London as a young girl, Estella spends her days running wild through the city streets with Jasper and Horace, amateur thieves who double as Estella's makeshift family and partners in petty crime. How can Estella dedicate herself to joining the ranks of London's design elite when she's busy sewing endless costumes and disguises for the trio's heists? This is my receipt. Let me see. Yeah, my new store credit balance is $25, so I don't know. This was $7.99. I had store credit, so I paid, store credit. The one I'm so excited about, unfortunately, it's really sticky. I don't know why it's so sticky, but I'm gonna probably try and clean it before I even put it in my freezer. But it's Christopher Paolini, To Sleep in a Sea of Stars. This was in the Young Adult Fiction section, but I don't think it is actually young adult. I thought it was an adult sci-fi fantasy. I don't know. That's where I found it. So maybe that's where it goes. I even tried to look it up on fantasticfiction.com. And yeah, anyway, Christopher Paolini is an author I read religiously growing up. I just thought he was fascinating because of his whole sort of origin story as an author, how early he started writing things. So this one says, Kira Navarez dreamed of life on new worlds. Now she's awakened a nightmare. During a routine survey mission on an uncolonized planet, Kira finds an alien relic. At first, she's delighted, but elation turns to terror when the ancient dust around her begins to move. As war erupts among the stars, Kira is launched into a galaxy-spanning odyssey of discovery and transformation. First contact isn't at all what she imagined, and events push her to the very limits of what it means to be human. I just love his writing. I can't wait to try this one. And I also have an Kelly arc for this. The fact that I didn't get around to this arc when I got it just tells you like what a state I was in, because when I first got this arc, it was like I had won the lottery. I was shocked. I was in awe. I was so excited, and I never read it. So we're gonna change that. These are my books. That's my haul. I hope you enjoyed today's video. I'm gonna go put these in my freezer to kill any bugs that might be there, and thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Bye!